Good morning, students. In last video, we had discussed about a website and its contents, difference between website and web portal, web pages, and its contents. In this video, we are going to discuss about working of a web page. A web page is viewed through a web browser on a computer or a mobile device. The working of a web page is successful only when a user can view it successfully. For a web page to work properly, it has to undergo following three stages. The first one, creation of web page. In this stage, a web page is created with proper coding depending upon its content type. It can be in pure HTML for a static page or contain some script also for dynamic content. This stage also ensures that the code of the web page is error-free. The second one, uploading or publishing the web page. In this stage, the code of the web page is loading on the web servers. In other words, the web page is published. And the third one, retrieval. In this stage, the web page is delivered to user's computer in a web browser for viewing. In order to view a web page, this process takes place. The user types its URL in the address bar of the web browser. The web browser determines the domain name of the URL and sends the request to the web server hosting this domain name. The web server now sends the code of the asked web page to the web browser on the client computer. The web browser on client computer displays the web page using the received code. Now next one is website. A website is composed of a group of web pages linked together. A website refers to a central location on a web server that contains more than one web page. A website may have just a home page, or it may have many other internal web pages in addition to the home page. For example, irctc.co.in is considered a website which contains many web pages. However, a single web page on this site would be its home page or about us page, and so on. The complete website contains many web pages like home page, it's the first page of the website, register page, content demo page is the content of that website, frequently asked question page. If you want to know something about the process and how to use the website, in this page all things are available. About us page, there are details about the developer and the website owner, and contact us page. In this you can contact with the owner of website, and the details of and contact address and the phone mobile numbers are available in this page. Each of the above these mentioned are individual web pages, but together these all make the website. Now next one is web browser. A web browser is a program that lets you visit different sites on the net and displays their offerings on your own computer. You visit a site by supplying the web browsers with an address or URL. Specifically, browsers are intended to let you access resources on the World Wide Web. There are many browsers available in the market. It's like Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox, for latest Microsoft Edge for Windows 10, etc. Now next one, type of web browsers. The first one is graphical browser. Text, images, audio and video are retrievable through a graphical software program such as Internet Explorer, Firefox, Opera, Chrome, etc. The second one, text only browser. This type of browser provides access to the web in text only mode. Navigation is accomplished by highlighting emphasized word in the screen with the arrow up and down keys, and then pressing the enter key to follow the link. In these days of graphical browsers, it may be hard to believe that links or lab note or Wave IE was once very popular as a text browser. So these are the two types of browsers present nowadays. The next one is blog. A blog is a kind of website. The term blog is shortened form of weblog, a diary or journal on the web. The owner of the blog writes on the blog and is known as blogger or author of the blog. The activity of updating or writing for blog is called blogging. The blogger writes periodically about certain topic of his or her choice. The blogger can provide link to other websites that he or she thinks might interest the audience. The updates put on the blog by the blogger is called blog posts. Now next one is type of blog. Web of today has millions upon millions of blogs. There are blogs maintained by individuals, there are blogs maintained by companies or organizations on the web. And then there are blogs dedicated to factual information like news and so on. But one thing is common, they tend to fall into this type of blogs. The first one, personal blog. This is the most common type of blog. Maximum numbers of blogs on internet belong to this category. After all, blogging started off as a way of creating an online diary. The typical blogger may be keen on posting a story about their interest, such as fishing or dancing or collecting something. The next one is news and views. This type of blog contains factual stories about news maintained by journalists. News and television companies such as BBC have many professional journalists who post stories and views about the latest event. Visitors can add their own opinion as well. The third one, company blog. Many companies run blogs to let their customer and clients know what is going on in the company. That would interest client or customers, such as new products coming up or progress being made on some project. The fourth one, microblog. This is the new type of blog where one can post very short comment that offers others can follow. Twitter is the best example of a microblog where one can only post 280 characters with each entry called a tweet. The entries become running commentary about one's life and interest. Earlier the limitation of character in Twitter is 140, but now it's increased to 280. So these are the type of blogs. Now let's discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of blog. Although blogs are providing to very useful tool for individuals, companies, newsmakers, etc. Even microblogging has become very popular in past few years, but there are some disadvantages also associated with blogging. So with these disadvantages, some advantages there and disadvantages also there. So let's discuss about the first advantages. It enables you to write down your thoughts on anything that interests you. It's easy to set up and need not to know much about the technical knowledge. It's easy and quick to update or add new post. People can leave comments on your blog about by that comments you can update your blogs, say what is going wrong or it's correct. And if you want to read other people's blog, there are literally millions to choose from. So you can also take some topics or information from the other blogs. So these are the advantages, and the next disadvantages. The first one, whatever you publish is available for everyone to see. If you write a post in anger, you might regret later. Personal blog may be biased or contain inaccurate information. Blogs can be time consuming. Finding time to write regular updates can become a chore. People may leave rude or inappropriate comments for your blogs. There are many very dull blogs around. You may have to look at many before you find some worth reading. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of blogs. Now let's discuss about web address. As we discussed earlier that if you want to access any website, we have to type the web address or URL of that website in the address bar of a web browser. So web address is unique address for any website. It is a location on a net server. It's called website. Each website has unique address called URL. URL stands for Uniform Resource Locator. That is the website, as for example, the website of Microsoft has an address or URL called http://www.microsoft.com. The internet structure of the World Wide Web is built on a set of rules called Hypertext Transfer Protocol, in short HTTP, and a page description language called Hypertext Markup Language, in short it's HTML. Generally, HTTP uses internet addresses in a special format called a Uniform Resource Locator or URL. URL looks like this. First type :/address and path of page, where type specifies the type of server in which the file is located. Address is the address of the server, and the path tells the location of file on the server. For example, here this is one address of website. Here the first HTTP is type of server. In cycle.msn.com, it's the address of server, and this all makes a path of file styles.asp. It means styles.asp is the home page of that website or the page that you want to access on that server in cycle.msn.com. Now next, elements of URL. A file's internet address or URL is determined by the followings: type of server or protocol, name or address of the server on the internet, the location on the file on the server. This location may be related as a path through a file hierarchy. In URL, http://www.quote.com. The HTTP identify both the protocol and server. According to a standard URL syntax, a colon and two forward slashes follows the protocol and server. Similarly, in URL, ftp: //www.mypubserver.com. In this URL, the FTP identifies both the protocol and server. So there are different types of protocol are used with the websites. Let's discuss about the different type of internet server and the protocol they use. First one, FTP. It's a file transfer protocol. Text or binary files that are organized in a hierarchical structure may be like a family tree. It's used as a with the file transfer protocol. Second one, Gopher. It uses TCP/IP. It is a combination of two protocols. First one, transfer control protocol and internet protocol. In short, is known as TCP/IP. Here, the TCP is responsible for dividing the contents of data in the small packets and label them with their packet number and the destination address. An internet protocol is responsible to carry these data packets to their destinations. Next one, HTTP is known as Hypertext Transfer Protocol. It handles the hypertext or hypermedia files. Next one, mail. It's a post office protocol. In short, it's known as POP. It means POP 3. It's version 3 stands for version 3. And the simple mail transfer protocol is SMTP. It's a news. It's a new network news transfer protocol. Newsgroup data organized in a hierarchical structure use these protocols. The next component of the address is the name of the server. For example, in the earlier URL www.khoj.com, server names have multiple components. Commonly, web server's name will begin with www for the World Wide Web, and at last it's a .com suffix. Indicate that a Khoj is a commercial entity as opposed to a non-profit organization that uses .org, a school or university that uses .edu, a branch of the government that uses .gov, etc. The naming scheme by which servers are identified is known as the domain name system. So let's discuss about some domain name system. Here .com is a commercial forms. Second one, .edu, it's for educational forms. .gov for government organizations or bodies. MIL for military. NET for ISPs or networks. Here ISP stands for Internet Service Provider. ORG for the non-profit organizations. CO for the listed companies. And TV, but that uses by the TV channels and the companies. In addition to it, the two-letter abbreviation indicating the country name may be used. As for example, www.microsoft.co.in. Here the last .in says that it is based in India. Similarly, the U. Let's discuss about some abbreviations for the country. AU for Australia, CA for Canada, DK for Denmark, FR for France, IN for India, JP for Japan, NZ for New Zealand, UK for United Kingdom, US for United States, PK for Pakistan, etc. So that's all for today. Thank you.